print.
Print?
Yeah, you have to put out that we're taking in applications. And that we have to do it for 72 hours, correct? Because it is a seated position.
Okay.
And we will do a special meeting accepting that. And at that time,
So in the meantime, I have nobody in the treasurer's office.
I understand that. That's why we'll move as quick as we can. I still have Sil. She's an employee.
Can't you be an emergency appointee?
Right?
I mean, right now is right when bills and taxes and everything due. You can't leave it stagnant. Because they're gonna have to elect somebody as an intern and then hold a meeting next week. You know what I mean? And looking for applications, but she can still step in as an intern. She just can't vote. But yet she can handle business duties still.
Step in, or we have to approve that as a board?
Yeah, that has to be approved, you know, as a board.
In
but,
the interim, you can, as an emergency person, you can do that.
yeah. If you can't leave it with nobody here, I mean,
Right.
how the bills and taxes and everything else do. Otherwise, nothing is gonna get done. Then you're gonna fall further in a hole.
We know that we can do that for sure.
I'm 51% sure.
I'm reading.
He's reading. Give him a minute.
I mean, I'm just saying that because, I mean, you came from Illinois. I mean, we have to abide by Michigan law.
Well, if you go down with the ship, we're gonna have to put another captain that comes back.
I don't like boats.
I mean, you're gonna have to elect somebody.
Appoint.
Appoint, yeah, as an intern.
Mike, how many hours?
So what is
did
the
you
date
say?
on what is the effective
Today.
date on there for her resignation? She
Today.
wrote it today?
Today.
So all it says here is you have 30 days to appoint someone to the position. You guys already had the signs out and everything to fill the position, but it was before you guys got the letter of resignation. So technically, from this time on that you accepted that, I think that 72 hours would apply.
Process has to start
Yeah,
over.
the process has to start over. So even though you already have it in print, you still have to wait that 72 hours.
Right, but we're talking
But
February.
what about this emergency temporary intern?
She's a deputy right now?
Yes.
Not no more.
Because
Vacancy occurs
I
every
think you
day.
can go 72 hours.
I think we'll be okay.
I'm gonna be gone for 72 hours anyways.
Right.
I think we can make it work. I mean,
No, I understand, but I mean, we can't wait 2-3 weeks.
No.
No,
no, we're good. I think let's make it work.
Yeah, by next Monday, Tuesday, you should be able to have a special meeting.
Yeah, let's make sure someone gets it in print on the internet tomorrow. Okay?
You wanna be treasurer?
Take your little notes.
Yes.
Well, there you go.
I put my resume in last week or week.
Well, and make sure we revise it and get it
Okay.
in, meet all deadlines.
So we accept. We're gonna table this one because obviously I didn't have the letter in hand when I wrote the agenda. This is why I don't have agendas out because they switched so much.
And I'm sure it was done that way on purpose.
But so we accepted, and now are we going to set a day and time now for the special meeting while we're here?
So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Okay,
so it'd be
okay.
by Tuesday,
Thursday's Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, thank you. I don't have my
well, next Thursday,
Monday.
Monday. Yeah, we'll be back.
We
Monday.
gotta have 72 hours.
It
I
will be
think that is
72
the
hours.
weekend.
72 hours from today, that's.
Yeah, but you'd be
Do you
okay
count
for
weekends?
Monday or Tuesday of next week, because Thanksgiving is Thursday.
72 hours is it 72 business hours?
I believe so.
3 days, so that's today, Thursday, Friday, so you can do it Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Monday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I say you set it for Tuesday to be safe. Right?
Tuesday 4 p.m.
If you get it in print tomorrow, it still might take Friday to get it in print.
Uh,
Or is
it
us
won't-
putting it on the website count?
Yeah.
Well, technically it's in print because it's on public boards out there and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Because we will not have
It's
it
still
in
in
the
the
paper.
mall in print. It's. I think it was already on the website. Looking for treasurer.
All right, as long as we're compliant.
Okay,
we
so-
get
It
it
was
on
on
Monday,
Facebook.
or you want to do it Tuesday to be safe?
You said Tuesday to be safe.
I say Tuesday to be safe.
So we're setting up.
Special meeting.
Does this have to be a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be number 7. All right, so special meeting to appoint Doreen Bulmer.
A new treasurer.
No, don't say names.
No names.
No names.
Just-
No names.
A new
Yeah, so we don't
treasurer.
know who's gonna-
I was thinking
Like you
the
treasurer.
motion should include posting it, and then,
Yeah, we need a motion that we are posting it, and then in Tuesday, we are going to have a meeting, an award,
Okay.
and appoint a new treasurer, and maybe even hopefully
A temporary treasurer.
a deputy.
But she can still assign her own deputy, that doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's fine.
Hopefully a deputy can
Tuesday.
follow quickly.
November,
no,
I can't see
25.
it, 25? At what time?
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock work for everybody?
I'll be here.
Okay.
4 PM. I like that.
What if I'm out hunting?
No,
6 PM?
now with that special meeting, if after appointment, you'd also have to make it so you could add her to access the account, so you have that in writing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, so
Yeah.
then I'll bring
So
that.
you'll have to have that on the agenda also
Okay.
for
All
that
that ready
day.
to rip.
The husband wants 6 PM, cause it's hunting, 6 PM. Tuesday, November 25th at 6 PM.
Okay, 6.
Six.
Shut down. Okay.
And then we'll bring number
6 o'clock.
4 back with number 7, so that we can get her onto the accounts. And get this thing going. Yeah, but we have to approve it.
It's gotta be in minutes.
Yep. Cause the banks need the minutes. And then, okay, I'm sorry, I don't have my calendar.
I have it
Because
right here.
it's 25th. Are we okay with doing another meeting, a special meeting to approve the minutes so that she can become a signer? Otherwise, we go a month without any checks being signed. Because the banks need minutes to approve.
Can't you get that in the same meeting?
No, you have to
Yes,
approve
have
the
a meeting.
minutes from the special meeting
Yeah.
at another meeting, so you almost would have to go like the next Tuesday or whatever and have another special meeting after the holiday.
Yeah.
And just that being on the
Put in the
agenda.
motion.
I guess I would have to
Appointed
put two
treasurer is
notices
authorized
out
to
because
sign.
the act of,
Why couldn't you have a meting, close it, and then do another one right behind
Right.
that?
you just have to have, I have,
Technically could do it.
yes.
Kinda looks suspicious, but you could do it. It's legal.
It just has to have two.
We're already this far.
Yeah.
It's legal,
Do a meeting at 6 and meeting at 6:30.
We need a treasurer.
Emergency
We need a
meeting at
signer.
6, special meeting at 6:30.
So, special meeting at 6, emergency meeting
Reverse
reverse. So emergency meeting,
at 6, special meeting at 6:30.
Keep up on that.
you guys are, I appreciate your help because,
I quit smoking for a reason.
Make it
okay,
stand.
so I have to make sure I have 2 notices out for the act of
Yep.
publicizing, yes, okay.
Get it done.
That's the same thing, just change what it's called.
Okay, next up, we'll discuss the millage, which we already kind of sort of did.
Yeah, so we
I
didn't,
mean, in talking with a lot of things, looking at a lot of things, I think, yes, we need to look at trying to push. If everybody wants it and likes it, and then Miss Wanda needs a little bit more help, and we definitely know the fire department does. I mean, I've been in the process a little bit with them and their numbers and stuff. I mean, they are running right on the ragged edge, if not a little bit behind. And through their processes of growing, bringing on a third piece, it's not feasible to allow them to have growth without giving them more money. And I think at this time, it's more than due. And I think as well, to argue about what they're trying to do would be foolish on any of our parts, because they're making their fire department considerably better, which is making us all considerably safer. And I'm going to push for them to double what they have now.
But on that point, we wanna make sure we keep what we got.
Yes, you have to have it worded and, we were educated a little bit on it. We'll get it all situated. Yes, you have to renew what you have, and then also in process, as taxpayers, are you okay if we go to one? And looking at what they have done, even with what they had before, is commendable, and it's time that they get some more help. I mean, my vision ultimately would be, as this township grows, is to make the fire department currently now become our maintenance shed, and then build them something new where the park is, and then move the park over here and build a brand new park for our children.
Away from the bears.
Away from where the bears are going out of the water and on a hillside and right out nice in the open where people can be watched and a track, and really expand that over there, and then give us a new fire department on the hill right there as we come in. That would be nice to see a big grant for, and we will work on that as well. I mean, as we grow as a township too, and have a couple of trucks and do things, it'd be nice to have a maintenance shop that, I don't know, for some reason they want to keep sewer garage separated from everything. I don't quite get that, but I mean, or I can have an argument with them. But there again, that shop is not set up as a shop; it's built as a building. And I really, really wish I knew why somebody would pay to finish the inside of a building and put a heater inside of a building and then not insulate the damn walls. That was a special deal. But we'll go through that later too. So that's that. The board has also discussed keeping GRB as our financial bank. Are you paying attention, or are you writing?
I just need to make sure I have my notes right.
Okay. Or they are going to be our new financial office.
Yes. So
As of
GRB
January
is
1.
GRB General or Gogebic Range Bank is closing. They've been bought out by Zeal Credit Union. I never heard of them, and so the reason why I called them was because we were talking about starting to do online banking and online transfers and stuff. And so when I called Gogebic Range in Ironwood, she's like, "Well, we're selling, so for you to do all this would be kind of insignificant when you're going to be dealing with a new company." So I went on Yelp and I looked because I've never heard of Zeal, and there was not very many good reviews. But I'm not that type of person either, so I don't always go by what everybody said, because of the drive-through, they had to wait 20 minutes in drive-through or something like that. They were talking about those. So I don't know if that's something that you guys want to look into. Is, do we want to keep, granted we're closing some accounts anyway, we have 5 accounts over at Gogebic Range. Do we want to stay with Zeal?
I definitely don't think we have all of our eggs in one basket.
But there's also Lake Superior Credit Union, and there's also Minor State Bank. There's other financial institutions. And in my short time of being here, I've already worked on several CDs. We had one CD that was 0.25% interest. So in a year that it sat, $21,000 sat, we made $53 and some odd change. I got us now at 4.25. So we're actually going to make like $800 to $900 a year. So looking at that with financial institutions, I guess it would be nice to see if we can talk to Zeal and see what their interest rates are and stuff. With,
Well, going to a credit union is going to be a plus.
yeah,
So then really bad about credit union.
just being transparent, letting you know where your money's going, where it's at. Gogebic Range is closing, Zeal is coming in.
And the thing with that too is, like, we just bought checks, or we didn't buy, the library bought checks at the tune of, what was it? I don't even know what I haven't gotten the.
I would imagine it's going to be a streamlined purchase. I would
said-
imagine
I
nothing's going to
talked to
change.
them
They'll
down
honor
there.
everything. I mean,
I talked to them down there because I have accounts there. And
At
I just
Zeal?
I got checks, my own personal ones down there.
In Zeal?
No, in,
Gogebic Range.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't even know they were changing, but when I went on down there, they did tell me we should be getting a letter soon or whatever. And I said, well, that's great, because I just bought, 300 of checks.
Right.
And they said, well, they're going to be keeping those and you'll be able to use those checks for a certain amount of time. It's not gonna be immediate.
Yes.
So fortunately, you know, they'll use some of those checks off, but,
Yeah, there'll be some change
and the
over time.
business checks for the library were very.
It's not like they're closing, they've been purchased.
Yeah, and they,
I
I mean,
think
Amber
last
was
time when
calling.
they did that, when it went from UN State Bank, or State Bank Beyond, to Go Get It Grange, I think it was about a year that you could use all your old
Well, that'd
stuff.
be good, because I know the library checks were, I mean, and
I'll check.
Amber did look, she looked hard to find, you know, a good price for us, so.
Yeah, I mean, I would keep going on what you're talking about and simplifying stuff, and let's see
Yeah, 'cause
what the change does, and if it doesn't benefit us, and it becomes something of a problem, then you
Well-
make a change then.
Yeah, because you can see at the bottom, I didn't highlight it, so it stood out a little bit better, but it shows that we have the tax fund, the road fund, the general fund, which we have 2 general funds, the fire department reserve fund, a library, and the SES receiving. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accounts there. Sorry. So I just wanted to bring that up and be transparent with you guys.
Okay.
So it's not like we have to, I didn't put it as a voting, just if anybody knows anything about Zeal. Has anybody heard of Zeal? Me neither.
I know it's a cool word in Scrabble. All right. If that's that, public comment, please keep it to 3 minutes if you can. Any public comments?
Quick question, the road at Hemlock and Main, they're supposed to, the sewer people from the work, they were gonna replace that patch.
That's Maple, and Hemlock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people-
They went and cut it already, but it's about 4 months ago.
Ryan would have been the guy to talk to, so
They
what
asked
I
you
know on
for a
that is it
bid.
was in the works, and when it was supposed to be done, they said it was going to be done. They actually, all right, I don't know what exactly happened, but they met me out at my shop at 7 a.m., backed their dump trucks into my paver, and they fit. Because they don't have a paver, and they're not good at obviously doing it by hand, but they redid the snowmobile crossing on LP Walsh. They made it 1,000 times worse, in my opinion. I drove by it on my way to pave one of my last jobs, and I said, I thought we were going to do this. He's like, we thought you were going to do it as well. But I mean, I just told him, I said, you know, my minimum is $3,000 a day, which is actually cutting them $1,000. And they just didn't do it.
They cut the section out.
They
that's
cut
all.
it, but they
They
didn't
did,
do
and then they
anything.
made it a hump. I mean, it's, I don't know if they're anticipating it being shit
No,
You're
out
gonna
or
go
what.
out through there a couple times, you're gonna have that off.
You ain't new. That'll be there for a while. That's a big hump. But,
Okay.
no paver, no nothing, and then they just let this one go. And there again, I've never believed in pressure sales or whatnot, but I mean, I know that I could do a way better job than that, and I would have done it, and probably saved the money end to end by, instead of 8 dudes out there shoveling it, I could have had 3 guys and paved it. I mean,
When the sewer people supposed to fix that?
no,
No,
that was in progress before them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was broken before that, but it was obviously intensified with
Yeah.
that. And Ryan, that's cut out by the county.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't do it. I even told them I would, so I never got called back. I guess I will ask, well, it's done now, and you can't get mixed, but
Yeah.
They fill the potholes too, right?
they do.
Because I saw them, they were here not that long ago filling potholes.
you drive by a lot of them.
Yeah, they come by Maple, by us, they stop, they turn around. They never do like that little unincorporated section there.
Between
where there's
Maple and
no roads.
Hemlock, they never touch.
one right in front of Aaron's house.
Right in front of our house too, yeah, right in front of Aaron's house, across the street, it's just a huge, I mean, right at the end of our driveway.
I mean, that's one thing, guys, that if you want us to, I am okay with grabbing our dump trailer and a pickup truck and going and get a scoop of UPM. And we can throw it in ourselves. That's what I outfitted this place for. If we don't want to wait for them to do this now, we have our own capabilities, and it's like $300. You go get a
I
scoop
was
of
just really
UPM.
impressed, all of a sudden they're filling all the potholes and then they just sort of stop and.
But I mean, they're county guys, so we get probably allotted X amount of time, and we watch them come around here, and there's some of the stuff they do looks like cool artwork. But I mean, we don't want artwork, we want potholes still.
Right,
Yeah.
and it
So, I
always
mean,
falls back out.
If you want me to tackle that with Dan, we now have the ability to take our own dump trailer, go get a scoop, drive back here and do our own thing.
Do they not do any prep when they're doing these cold patches and stuff?
No,
As
TPM, you throw in the hole and they just drive over with a pickup
They
truck.
don't,
I mean,
Yeah.
they don't even drive over it, I do.
No.
cold
They
patch is
don't.
actually an extremely, it's a product that is twice as much money as hot mix. But if it's installed properly and you actually put compaction to it, it's a very, very good product. I mean,
just kind of
driving over with a pickup
loosely
truck
throw it
is
in.
half-assed. But, I mean, if you even took a plate compactor and hit it with that, the longevity of it is pretty exceptional if you can get it to stay.
Yeah, 'cause they put it in.
If you wanna do that, I volunteer my time, I'll walk behind that thing with a shovel, I do it for the Porkies.
I mean, I can call and get some pricing on it. If you guys want us to take care of our own stuff, that's part of what I said about, pulling our big boy pants up, and this is gonna give us the opportunity. I mean, it was nice to not have, we never once ordered a $700 load of rock this year. But we went and did potholes at our parks twice. And it was $50.
I know at the park, we get it from the county, if they get a dump load out there, we just go out there and load up our trailer.
We have some stockpiled back here. Literally, we took our tractor, filled the thing twice, and we did our own potholes.
No, I mean for cold patch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we get that from the county, we just go over there with the trailer, they dump it in there, and we take it up and do all our parks.
Well, maybe we can get it for free. Just
Should
a
be
little
able
bit of
to.
labor. And then we could be more focused on our streets. I am game
Yes.
for that.
We're repairing their street, so they should be able to get
Yeah,
it.
because every time they do the potholes, it's like, it falls right
So-
back out.
So
They
the
make
county
it
obviously
so it's
stockpiled it
just
somewhere. Well, we don't have compaction capabilities other than just the truck.
Yeah.
Unless,
But they don't
That's
even
fine,
do that.
they don't do that.
I understand.
But that's
Yeah.
why it doesn't say, it stays
But
loose.
they also don't do half of
I
them.
volunteer my time to follow behind you, it's good exercise.
They do have a meeting at 9 a.m. I think it's the second Wednesday of every month. So if anybody ever wants to go to a road commission meeting, it's right in Ontonagon on
And maybe I'll go to the
415
next one and ask that question. Or do I? It's not like we're contracted. Why couldn't we just take care of our own crap?
Because we pay them a millage to
I
take care
understand
of
that,
it.
but I mean, it does reach a certain point where you
Well,
get tired of spilling your coffee. Let's take care of ourselves. I'm game to take care of ourselves.
They should still be able to give you the full pack.
Yeah.
Right, if we can get it for free, we go get it. I say we do it.
Well, we'll leave that in your hands,
And then
Supervisor.
we'll take pictures and I'll send it to him and be like, hey, what do you think of this, Chiefy?
Don't worry, this time.
Well,
But don't tell them not to come.
Yeah.
Keep them coming too, that'd be a lot of
yeah, I
work.
suppose. All right, we'll look into that. But I mean, if everybody's okay with that, you just spray the dump trailer down, go get us a scoop, and we could even have it sitting here with it in it. So that's why we purchased that little bugger.
Another question is Green Park, are you gonna put a sign in the middle that says no vehicle traffic beyond this point at the entrance? Not a chain or nothing, but just pound a sign in the center of the roadway.
Bonanza.
Last
And
winter, we went and
Bonanza,
pulled
'cause-
2 people out, and they're, if they can park at the roadway, because technically you can't close it because it's a public.
I mean,
But
for
they
the
could-
winter,
What's that, for the winter, yeah.
Yeah, what
They
happens is
can
that
pound it right in the middle of the
snowmobiles pack it down and people think they can drive in there.
why are we
And then
not allowed to
towards the
close it?
spring, well,
Because it's
towards the
public
springtime,
entity, Paid for by the taxpayers. You can close the park to vehicle traffic, but people still can walk in there, walk-in accessibility.
So we need
That's
it,
pretty much,
What if we just put a temporary chain up?
that's what he just said.
well, you
Yeah,
could.
well, you
I
could,
think
but
it's
snowmobiles go
somebody
across
pulls
a
in
lot
and
right
puts it
there.
down.
See, that's the problem is snowmobiles go and you have a lot of snowmobile traffic, so it packs it down. And then cars think they can drive on top of that pack. So when they're in the springtime, when they're going to say, oh, we're going to go back here, they're going over the berm, they're getting in about 10 yards, and they're sinking because they're on top of the hard pack from the snowmobiles.
Well, as taxpayers, we know not to
So
do it.
it's hard to change
Sounds like we
something.
remove the warning label and the towing companies then make a good amount of money.
Or do we plow just the beginning part and open up just the entrance
For a
And-
turnaround.
and just so that they can pull in if they want and walk down?
Yeah, you could push in.
You know, you're going down there to plow the sewer lagoon, so maybe what happens if all of a sudden as a township, we just plow in, maybe the first 10 or 20 yards and open up just the end of it so they can walk in. And then we wouldn't have that problem of people keep getting stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, but they do it up here at the mall too. There's been people going on
Yeah, they do
snowmobile
it, they
trails for flipping ever.
I
Yeah, again, it's something with the warning label move.
And they get stuck.
I'll say it to like this, the group,
I mean, you could count a metal post in the center, just put a
Well,
sign on it.
or- or I'll say it to you like this is the prominent group of folks that are here. Do you guys want our plow trucks to go down there and keep that open? Yes or no?
No.
No. But don't use a chain, cause somebody takes their neck off.
So then we'll
Put a sign.
put together something makeshift for a seasonal sign.
Yeah, but you got a post
You got
on there that comes
liability.
in 2 signs and put road closed to vehicle traffic only.
We'll figure that out. We can do that.
Seasonal sign,
Seasonal road close sign for
seasonal sign, road.
Bonanza. Okay?
I had a question. I know you can't really answer this because it's Ontonagon water. They keep estimating our bills. And last month we get a big bill and, some complicated answer how it's this now. But my point would be is that our sewer bills are based off our water usage.
Mhm.
So what happens if somebody gets a big bill, then if they're over X amount of gallons, then our sewer bill goes up, but that really isn't accurate.
Correct, and we haven't been able to give that the attention to detail it deserves, which I'm hoping this change back will.
$500 a month to come and take.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah, we pay them $500 a month to read our meters, but
Right,
they're
and
not
they're not
even
doing it,
reading
so-
our meters.
And it was estimated again.
Well,
It's
and-
been estimated for like 5 months.
In their defense, guys, they've had their butts handed to them this year with that big project. All hands on deck, and I hope that is not here next year. We got an email from, what is her name? Tanya? Right?
Mhm.
Kind of explaining it, that, there's only 2 people that technically can read meters, and Derek is the one that also is the locator, and so is the other gentleman. So, through all the process of digging and updating their city, not only with infrastructure for sewer and water, they had the gas company there. So, Ontonagon had a lot on their plate this year. And they were rarely able to complete a full read, I think, all summer. So, if we can diligently work with them and allow them to get through that new updated process and, catch errors or let them, do their estimating, let's hope next year we get full reads every month.
Okay.
And then they can stick to a good plan.
I
That's
agree
just
with-
being a good neighbor at this point, as messy as it's been for us.
But I agree with that, but I also had a tenant call me and say, hey, did you get your water bill? Because ours is up. We used so many gallons last
Right.
month and it was lower. And now they got their reading, they used a little bit more and it was $93, where last month it was 60 something. They actually used more gallons the last month. So I can see where it becomes a concern because, great, they've had all hands on deck, but why is it each person's fault to pay more on their water and sewer bill because they weren't able to?
Well, you saw the email. We basically damn near got an apology.
And then they have a new
Marty and I-
person doing the billing also.
Marty and I spent almost $1,200 in 21 days on water. So we saw the same thing, but then, ours is all EFT'd, and then all of a sudden it got credited back, and then they took another one. So,
I'm
at
just
half.
saying it's gonna affect the sewer bills.
Right.
And
It
Well,
has, it has.
it's manpower then on us. That costs
That's
our
what I'm
community
saying.
money, but yet we're paying them.
I don't know what the fix is there.
Yeah, I don't either.
The manpower didn't exist. I can go in there and be demanding, but there again,
Even if they came out once a quarter, that'd be okay.
right, if you go in there and demand it to do it all the time, knowing what they went through, like I said, it's not, we try to be a good neighbor, but if it's financially hurting our taxpayers, then I guess I could say something. But,
What if we went to a flat rate on the sewer? Then you don't have to worry about it.
good luck trying to get that changed. When I went in there just for that fire hydrant crap, they freaked out. So, they're proud the way they run their water stuff. It seems like it's a lot.
That's just us, the sewer. The sewer.
Okay, I misheard you then. What'd you say?
The sewer flat rate. And then you don't have to worry about the meter and all that.
Well, that's tough to do, just because of if you are more than 5,000 gallons, then we are doing more of our job with what Ron has to do because we're capturing those gallons. So therefore, it takes more. So I mean, you almost have to keep it on a usage.
Rainwater.
Huh?
Most of the water, when you listen to Ron, it goes by what the weather is.
Well, that's from seepage.
Buildings that aren't getting charged sewer.
To a
Because they
certain
have their
extent.
water cut off.
To a certain extent, I mean, there is one. I mean, yes, if you have somebody that all of a sudden uses 3 times as much water,